we showed it to my kids just 2 weeks ago. The film holds up with the exception of one aspect, that none of the coaches are where they were now. They're all, not even Nick Saban's in the same spot. You know, it's, where, the coach of Auburn's now in the U.S. Senate. It's crazy, but that's the turnover of college football. You know, so which one was the best actor of the college coaches?
Well first should point out that they were all playing. They weren't playing themselves where they were even at that point. I mean, Nick Saban was playing himself as an LSU coach. Coach Orgeron was playing himself as the old Miss coach, and he'd already been fired by that point. So everybody, nobody was playing themselves as coaching the team where they were at that particular point. So they were all a blast.
Yeah.
Nick, I think we had Nick had to work for a couple of days, and so he came in and he was early and always on time and on it and on the phone the whole time. And after we shoot like a master of a scene. It was a scene where he comes through the door and meets the Tui family. And so you shoot a wide shot, and then you come in for what we call coverage, which is this is your close-up, this is your two-shot, this is going to take a half a day to get this scene done. So we shoot the master, we practice it, rehearse it a couple of times, and we rehearse it, and we shoot one master. I said, okay, and we shoot another master. I said, okay, I think we've got that. Let's move in, and we're going to come in and cover Sandy or whatever. And Nick turns and he goes, wait, we're not done? And he said, no, he goes, you already shot it. And I said, well, we have to come in and break it up in pieces so we can edit it together. And he said, you guys need to talk to some people, in the football photography world, because we don't get to do it multiple times. We get one time, and you better capture it all. And I said, well, as soon as that technology exists, I'll be right there with it, Nick. But the other thing about Nick is that he's the reason he's so good at what he does is he would say to me after a take, he would say, don't let me be bad. Help me be better. How can I be better?
No kidding.
Yeah, which was impressive.
Well, now I could see him in an Aflac commercial, and he's clearly nailing that. I mean, I think, that's you could draw the lines between the two here.
I coached him up.
You did. But he was telling you got one take, you take it. I love that. So was he the coach of the Dolphins at the time that he shot this movie? Is that what it was?
No, he was at Alabama.
And you put him in LSU gear, and he's like cool with that. So that's the last time he probably ever wore LSU gear in his life was in this film.
Yes, and what happened was I needed to get the real coaches involved.
Right.
And Leanne Tui, I was having trouble because coaches didn't want to do it. And I knew I needed Nick Saban. And so I had a casting for a Nick Saban lookalike, and the guy came in and was perfectly fine, but I thought, I know the difference. And sports fans have to like this movie.
Sure.
They can't hate this movie. So I called Leanne and said, she goes, how's the casting going? And I said, I'm having a little trouble, getting a hold of Nick. And she goes, I'll take care of that for you.
It's like The Blind Side. It's like unbelievable.
Yeah. And so I said, so I get a call on a Saturday. My phone rings. I answer it. And he goes, is this John Hancock? I said, yes. He goes, it's Nick Saban. Leanne too. He said, I had to call you.
And boom, he's in the movie. Unreal.
And boom, he's in the movie. And he said, I'll wear my LSU stuff that I still have packed away. I said, okay, that's fine.
Okay.
And I asked Leanne, I go, how did you convince him to do it? And she said, I told him if he didn't play himself, they were going to hire a short, fat guy to play.
Wow. That is phenomenal. Oh, the story's better than I could even have hoped. That's incredible. Oh, my gosh. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.